Hey everybody, what's up? John here, aka 2 for Gaming, making a video for the Republic of Players. What's the idea of the video? The idea of the video is to get people to play this game, number one. But number two, it is a somewhat tutorial for what you expect. If you know nothing about the game, it's kind of a little how the game works, what's the game about, and a step-by-step from a beginner standpoint, because I am a beginner in this game. I only really started playing it a few days ago. It's not the type of game I thought I would ever like, but I am in love with it at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step you through the two game modes that you can do. I'll step you through the character screen, and I'll step you through trading. And things you need to know. This isn't going to be in-depth. This is going to be what you need to know going in, just a little bit, and you have to do your own research after this. And also, just if you have no idea what the game is about, it shows you exactly that. So, first thing we'll show you is the character screen. Okay, we'll start with overall. Overall here, you get, that's you. As you can see, I'm only a level 3. I've barely scratched the surface of this game. And here are your stats. What I will say for stats, these only count for PMC raids, and I will explain what these are in a minute. Your scav raid stats aren't actually listed here, because scav raids are kind of like a free raid. The PMC raids are the real raids, so these are the only things that the stats will count. So I've done 13 raids. I've got one run through. I'll go through all these things in a bit. Well, a run through is basically if you do a raid and you don't kill anybody, or you don't shoot a bullet, or you don't even attempt to damage anybody, and you basically just rat your way through the whole map. But we'll explain these later. I've been killed 12 times in 13 raids, so I've only had one successful PMC raid. I have several successful scav raids. Again, I will explain these terms in a bit. Average lifespan 34 minutes. I've never been mission in action. Blah 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 blah. I've never left a match. I've never disconnected. I have 7 scav kills, so I get a scav kill at least every 2 games. Alright. I've been on the game for 25 days, but legitimately, I've only actually really started playing it properly for the last 2 days. So, and here you just have stats. That's fine. You don't really need to know about this. Now we're getting into the juicy stuff, baby. Here is your gear / character gear screen. So what's happening here? Well, here on the left is your character. This is you. When you do a PMC raid, when I mean a PMC raid, I mean a raid with your actual character. This is the stuff you'll be bringing in. So we'll say this and this are what this screen here and this screen here are what you'll be bringing in on a raid. Down here, these are your items that you have gotten from doing previous raids. When you buy the game, you will start with items. But basically, this storage area over here, your stash, is your life's work. This is everything that you take out of raids. Everything you own, everything that is to your name is over here on this stash. As you can see, it looks tidy, but I assure you it's not, because I have stuff everywhere. Like, I've got my sunglasses with my Snicker bars, you know what I mean? What are you going to do with this? So you see I've got a few guns, I've got a few mags. Just to show you kind of how magazines and guns work in this game a little bit, and by the way, I am a complete freaking noob when it comes to this. But it is kind of confusing, so we'll get on to it. So we've got a shotgun here, a Remington. If we inspect this, we can see that it takes M8704 mags, so magazines. So if we take that out, now the gun has no magazine in it, but this magazine will take 12 GA shells. So even if you have a magazine, you still need to load it. So we'll unload the ammo from the gun, and it's actually coming up there. So now, like, if I put that in there, it's got a magazine, but it doesn't have ammo. So you actually have to. Let me just see this now. You actually have to load ammo into the magazine, and then load the magazine into the gun. Believe me, and this can get really hard to do when you're in the middle of a battlefield, you're in the middle of a battle, because you will reload, so you'll take out an empty mag, put it back into your back pocket, and you'll put in a fresh mag. But then, like, you'll have bullets. If you bring bullets with you, you can't reload, and that's because you haven't put the bullets that you have into the empty magazine. So, like, not only do you have to bring bullets, you have to bring, like, 2 or 3 mags so that you can reload and, you know, reload on the go and have fresh mags there. But then you have to freshen up the mags with bullets when you get free time. It's wild. Realism is the name of the game. Here we have, so we'll just show you now, like, that's what we call a rig. So we'll put that on. That's actually pretty good. Or, actually, that's body armor. My mistake. This is a rig. What are rigs? These slots here are empty pockets. Pockets are what you put loot into. When you go into a raid, these are slots that you'll be able to put the loot that you want to bring out of the map on you, with you. So, I hope I'm not being confusing. I'm trying my best here. But you can also have pockets. Your pockets are just basically, if you don't want to bring any gear, you wouldn't not bring your alpha container. I'll explain that in a second. But if you wanted to just go, listen, YOLO, and you can do this if you want, I'm just going to go in with a knife and a prayer. You can load into a map like that. You'll more than likely die. But the whole idea of doing that is you sneak up on a scav, which is an NPC player. Again, I'll explain these things when I'm showing you in-game. You actually kill him with the knife. That scav's got a tack rig and a backpack. So now, and he's got a gun. So now from this knife, you now have a knife, a gun, a backpack to carry more stuff, and a tactical rig to carry more stuff. Now you're freaking balling. You know what I mean? So that's the idea. Some people do that. They go in with just, like, we'll say a pistol and a knife, and the whole point is no fear, because you can't really lose anything, because you're only going to lose a knife at the end of the day. Maybe the pistol if you bring it. Maybe a few clips of ammo. But what is the game? Well, essentially the game is you get dropped into a map. I'm going to explain PMC runs now, and I explain the difference between PMC and Scav, just to show you. When you go into Escape from Tarkov, you'll have 2 different options, Scav and PMC. PMC is, as it says down here, your main character. This is you. So PMC runs is this dude right here. So if you want to do a PMC run, you have to load them up here, whatever way you want to do it. So let's just say, yeah, sure, I'll take a shotgun. I'm feeling kind of cocky, kids, so I'm going to bring this really nice body armor, you know, extra protection. Do you know what? Since I'll bring a sling. A sling is only a small backpack, get a few extra spots, and we'll bring a tack rig. Lovely, a very good tack rig that has a lot of slots in it. So now all these slots are open to put items into when you load into the map. And do you know what? I don't want to get my dome blown off, so I'll do some headwear. Sure, so why not? Let's wear all my nice things, you know? Let's wear that, you know? Let's bring a pistol. Beautiful. Let's bring a knife. Should you know what? We put the shotgun down here. Let's bring a Remington, you know? Blah blah blah. Why not? Why not, you know? Let's put on some sunglasses, you know? Let's get badass over here. Let's bring all my best things. Let's blah blah blah. Why don't you want to do this? Or no, you can do this. You can do this all you want. Put the alpha container back on. So why not bring all your best gear in every single time? Because that's the point of the game. Escape from Tarkov. Your PMC run, right? You build up your character like I've just shown you now. If I go back now. There he is now with all his freaking amazing gear on. You know what I mean? So, you get dropped into a map. You have certain extractions in the map that you need to get to. If you wanted to, you could just run to the extraction and leave anytime you want. Now, it's probably, they usually spawn you the complete opposite side of the map to your extraction. But you can do that if you want. There'd be no point, because you would both lose and gain nothing. But what you're actually supposed to do is go around the map looking for loot. Where do you find loot? You can find loot in containers, in jackets and everything, but you can also find loot from dead players. Now, how do you get dead players? Easy. You either shoot them, or sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you will find a dead body on the floor. And who are your enemies in this game? What I'm going to tell you right now. Your enemies are both, or there's actually 3 types. there are scavs. Scavs are the NPCs that roam the map. If you're going in as a PMC, these scavs, these computer AI scavs, will shoot to kill. And what I like about this is that I'm not the best at shooting games, especially online shooting games, and especially because I'm only now learning how to use keyboard and mouse. Don't get me wrong, the scavs can be lethal, and they can one-shot you if you're not careful. But it's AI, so it's exploitable. So you can see I've killed a few scavs, even though I'm terrible. So you can kill scavs. Whereas if it was just players, you might keep getting spawned in and you might never get a kill. Do you know what I mean? So it's nice to have a little bit of AI in there as well. But other than the scavs, there's player scavs. And player scavs act like scavs. They won't... I'll show you now. Player scavs, I would be a player scav if I did the scav game mode, which I explained. So they're going to be real players on the map. I'll get onto what player scavs are in a bit when I'm explaining that game mode. But then there's also PMCs. And other PMCs are other guys who have loaded into the map with their own gear, like you just did. So all their shit's on the line too. They're probably going to shoot to kill. There is instances, and I won't lie, where you can come across someone, especially a scav, a player scav, and he doesn't have much, and you don't have much. And this has happened to me personally once, where you look at each other, and you can wiggle with Q and E, and you do a little wiggle, and they do a little wiggle back, and then you just run off, you go your separate ways. It's like, I'm cool, man, I don't want any trouble. Yeah, me too, man, I have no trouble. And you run off. It's actually brilliant. Anyway, it's happened to me once, and it was funny. So yeah, that's why you can bring in the best gear if you want. But the whole point of the game is, if you die, if you don't get to your extraction, you get killed, every bit of gear that you bring in is gone. Unless you get it insured, and then it still might be gone. And I'll explain insurance when I'm going into a match. Okay, so Alpha Container. Alpha Container is a little pocket that you have, that whatever you put into this pocket, when you die, you still get to keep these items. That's why it's so small. So I have, that's a healing item, that's another, these are 3 healing items for 3 different things. That is literally just normal heal. Your health is low. Let's go to health actually. In Tarkov, your health is done by different body parts. You also have weight here, so that's how heavy your character is from all the gear it has. Radioactive levels, which I've never come across, but I only do the same map, so I don't know when that would affect you. That's your energy. This is your thirst meter. Your thirst meter is, it goes down very slowly, but I'll explain where that can become a problem. So, basically, from what I understand, and I mightn't understand this 100% correctly, so I'm sorry, but I can give you a beginner what you will see going into the game, right? Each body part has its own health bar. So, let's just say your left leg gets banged up. That might go down to 50, 40, 30, okay? As long as it's at least 1, you can heal it. So if your left leg goes down to 1, you start moving slowly, and moving will be painful. But as long as you got heals, you can drag them over to your leg like that, and it'll start healing it up. But if any body part goes to 0, that body part is gone. It's broken, basically. And you cannot fix it. Okay? So, if your left and right legs are both... Even if your left leg is just broken, you can't... I think you just can't... You can't run, and you can only move very slowly. So, how do you combat that? You combat that with painkillers. And also, I think there's a better version of painkillers. Hold on. Yeah, morphine. I think it does the same thing. What that does is, for a duration of time with the painkiller, like, it has like a time, it probably tells you actually if you inspect the item. For 170 seconds, it removes pain. So for 170 seconds, you're able to walk again. Not run, because your legs are still broken and gone. But you're able to walk at a normal pace again. So, and then bandages are for bleeding. If you start bleeding, If your right arm started bleeding, it would slowly start losing health over time, and then eventually go down to 0. And then to stop it, you'd have to use a bandage. So that's why I have health, painkillers, and a bandage here. I won't lose them if I die, and you know, they're essential. And what I usually have here is I usually keep a slot open for if I find something nice, and it's usually for money if I find money. But you know, you can use it for whatever you want. Thirst shouldn't really be a problem. If your thirst starts going down, you have to drink to bring it back up. But where thirst becomes a problem is when your stomach gets blacked out. If your stomach goes down to 0, that will start rapidly dropping, like severely quickly, and basically your only option is to either get the you're on a clock at that stage. You need to get to extraction as quick as you can. If you have drinks on you, you can drink them to keep bringing it back up, but that will forever be dropping. And when that hits 0, then your overall health will start dropping severely fast. So that's how that works. Yeah. Skills, these, you have an XP meter, so your skills, you just have different skills that go up with your experience. You do, like, I think your pistol skill goes up for using the pistol plus your experience. Like, different things you do in the game will bring up different skills. And weapon mastery, kills or shots with a different weapon. You know the drill. You've played COD, maybe. I don't own any maps. Okay, tasks, okay. So, you can get tasks to do, and you have to do them. No, you don't have to do them, but they level up your merchants. I'll get onto merchants in a bit. So, for this dude, what's his name? I think it's Parpov or something like that. I have to kill 5 scabs in customs, which I have, but I also have to find 2 MP133 shotguns, which is really annoying, because MP133 shotguns, yeah, you sure? Are you sure you don't want freaking MP153? Freaking... this joke was funnier before, because at one stage, I must have sold them. At one stage, I had 3 MP153s, and I kept being like, and then it's like, no man, I want 5. And then find 5 Sewa kits. So basically you have to do things for these people, and it levels them up. Now, let's have a look at the traders. So here are the traders. Prapor, Therapist, Fence, Skier, Peacekeeper, Mechanic, Ragman. They all sell different stuff. You can only sell certain stuff to certain people. I still don't understand this completely, but things I do know. Stuff that isn't ammo and like clothes or body armor, you should sell to Therapist. I heard a good thing about Therapist. Therapist basically buys things that no one else buys, and you should sell them to Therapists. You should sell them to Therapists because you get the best money. So that's what I've heard. There's a few of these things I've decided to keep for some reason or another. I'll explain that key to you as well in a bit. But yeah, so she sells a little bit of stuff there, but that's because she's only level 1. You need to upgrade your merchants to get better items from them. And to do that, you need to get their loyalty level up. And to get their loyalty level up, you need to spend money with them, and you need to do the task. So as you saw, I had a therapist task I needed to do for her. Same with Prapor. Fence, I believe, and I could be wrong, he has his items change over a current period, a certain period of time. He pretty much sells you random stuff. You could get anything off of Fence, but Fence sells them for extraordinarily high prices. So if you're in a bind and you really need body armor, you can go to Fence. He's also got a key. I have that key. The one key I see here, and he already has it. Anyway. Don't mind me. It's the one key I own, and he has it. Ragman buys clothes off of you, and you can buy clothes off him. And armor and slings and stuff. Clothes like armor and bags and tack gear. Prapor, ammo and weapons, but I think I heard that it's better to sell weapons and ammo to Mechanic. Again, look these things up yourself, but different people are better to sell different things too. There's obviously people online that'll be able to tell you. Again, I'm still learning, so I'm not 100% sure. And then flea market. Real people in the world put up their items on the flea market, and you can buy them from them. It's an auction house. That's basically it. That's all you need to know about the flea market. Now, so after all that, Actually, very quickly. I have a key. What's the key? On a map called Customs, on each map there are doors and places that are locked, that you can only get into with a key, and usually them places have nice loot in them. So this is a key to dorms in Customs. Dorms is a little area in the map Customs, and there's a room 206 in there that I haven't gotten to yet. I've only recently gotten this key. So if I went onto the Customs map with this key, I'd be able to open up dorm room 206, basically, which might have some loot in there. And here is my ruples. That's my money. You can also get euros and dollars. I think that's just for like traders, the in-game traders. Some items they'll only accept euros and dollars for. But the main currency is rubles. I currently have 353,000 ruples. This is my money. If I wanted to add money to my net worth, I have to add it to this pile. Like if I took this pile with me for some reason, I see my money is 0. So nope, that's my money. That's all my money I have in the world. Don't steal my money. Yeah. Also, you can nest backpacks. So like to save room in my area here, I have a backpack in a backpack which has another backpack inside of it, a few items there, and that backpack has items in it. So you can nest backpacks to save room in your overall stash. So I'm not crazy, so I'm not going to take this insane amount of gear out because I have no confidence in myself, and I've got what they call, ladies and gentlemen, the gear fear. So I'm afraid of losing my gear, and it's quite common in Tarkov, and they say you have to get over it, but who knows. So what I'm going to do, so I've explained to you what a real run is, okay? But what I'm going to show you now is a scav run. What's a scav run? A scav run is they give you, as you can see here, they will give you a randomly generated character. It's not your guy. Your gear is not on the line here. They give you a randomly generated character with random loot, random items, random everything. It's not bad. It's not always necessarily bad stuff that you get. It's genuinely random. So like you can actually get a really good scav, and you can go, I want to leave immediately because the things this scav has already I want. So that's it. And the difference is that you are now a scav. The scavs are the name of the NPCs. So other NPC scavs will not fire on you. The NPCs will not fire on you like they would in a PMC run. So you're only looking out for human players. But if you get greedy, and if you want to kill a scav, an NPC scav, to loot his body, from that point onwards, all other NPC scavs will fire on sight. So I'm going to do a map. It's the only real map I know. It's the only map I know called Customs. Now, pro tip: have a map. Get a map online. I recommend the Escape on Tarkov map wiki, and I'll show you the map that I have. I'll give you a quick look to show you what I mean. There we go. That, my friends, is Customs. This is where I'm spawning into. All these green places here, they are extracts. And sure, you see Warehouse 4, Factory Shacks, Train Ports. So there's loads of different extracts. I'll probably have about 2. There's dorms. That's where I have the key for. And there this map is telling you can find a car key in dorms. So, this map also tells you where things spawn a little bit. So this is a nice map. So I literally have this opened up on my second monitor every time I play. I need to. I still get lost. This is the kind, and that could just me being an idiot, but it's wild, dude. Oh, as I said, we're going to go into Customs. You pick your time of day. I'm going to go with during the day because I don't want it to be dark. We're going to hit next. You can get maps in game. I think it's just the same idea of having the map open beside you. And I don't have one anyway. That's my scav. Just showing you some of the buttons. There he is. He's got a cool skull mask. I wouldn't mind getting out with that, to be honest with you. So we have spawned into the map. Now hopefully we don't get headshotted immediately. I want to show you some things. So this is the scav I've come in with. He's actually come in with quite a nice duffel bag. I don't know what that is. That is a grenade. So it's a flashbang. Okay, cool. So we got a tack rig and a duffel bag. We got some heals. Blah blah. We got some clips for the pistol and the knife, and we got a face mask. Notice we don't have an alpha container because this is a scav run, so you can't save anything even if you die. Do you know what I mean? If you die, you lose everything. There's no such thing as an alpha container for a scav. Right. So here we are. Since this is a scav run, the NPCs won't shoot me. So hopefully, while I'm acting the arse and showing you the buttons and stuff, I don't get headshotted by a birdie. Headshotted by a real player. So, what are the buttons? Well, obviously WASD to move around. You can use Q and E. Let's do a little lean. C to crouch. Right click to aim. And left click to shoot. Which I won't do because then that's loud. This whole game is based around realism. And another thing is based around is sound. So, see that I'm moving around now? I'm being pretty loud. But if I scroll wheel down. If you look down at the bottom right hand corner there. You can see... Oh, sorry, my bottom left-hand corner, you can see my character. If you see those little kind of white dots, you see me scrolling down and the sound's going down? That means now, this is as fast as I can move, but I'm not making any freaking sound. And same with crouching. That's me crouching, not making a sound. And this is me, scroll wheel up to the very top. This is me crouching, walking fast, and being as loud as I can. So, you run with tab. And you also, is it shift and T? No, it's tab and T. Oh no, it's alt T, right? Yeah, alt T checks your mag. As you can see, my mag is full. I can also check that there now, because that's my gun, and I know. But, if you pick up a random gun, it'll say, and it has bullets in it, it'll say question mark out of how many bullets are in that gun. And that's how you check. You go alt and T, and it'll then... After that, when you tab in, it'll tell you how many bullets you have. That's pretty rad, Tad. Alright, what else? Any other buttons you need to know? Tab is to go into your menu. You drag things across into your slots. You run. There's probably other buttons that I don't use, by the way. That do stuff. R is reload. F is to loot. F is like E. I know most games have E to do stuff. But if you go up to something that's lootable, let's look at this, like this trunk. Damn it, it's the one car that doesn't have a trunk that's lootable. Okay, let's walk up to this door. This door. We don't have a key for it, so we can only breach, but if I wanted to breach, I'd hit F. Can't open it. There's only very few doors that breach actually works for. Usually if you see breach, it means that it's a door that needs a key, and you don't have the key. Alright, let's get into it. Now, why am I running around looking... Oh. Why am I running around like an Egypt? Because this is a scav run, and, doesn't really matter if I die, because I'm not losing. Again, I'm basically playing with house money. I cannot lose here. How do I get out of here? There we go. Need to figure out where I am as well. That's customs. I'm almost certain. So behind it should be storage. Yeah, that's storage. Oh yeah. Also important, before I die, before someone fucking one-taps me. You press O to see how much time you've left in the map. That's how long we have till extraction. We have to get out within that amount of time. And if I double tap O... Okay, I'll go back to that in a second. That's a scav. And the reason why he's not hostile is because I'm also a scav. So I can basically go up and tickle his chin and he won't bother me at all. I'm assuming it's a scav. If that's a real player, he's an idiot. But no, it's a scav. God, I wonder. He's moving weird even for a scav. What do you think? That is definitely AI. Hello? Nah, that's AI. If I killed him, I could take all his stuff, but all other scavs would be hostile towards me. So, and again, if this was a normal PMC run, that wouldn't happen. So, if you double tap O, and then, excuse me, there we go. and double tap it again. You can see my extractions are passage between rocks and administration gate. I'm not sure where passage between... Oh, I do. It's right there. It's near... So I look at my map, and I can see that I'm in the west of the map, and I need to get to the south. No, sorry, the east. My brain. So, where's that scav gone? I should actually tap him. Just so... The last guy didn't have a hat on. That's a completely different scav. So... I'm going to tap him. I'm going to tap him somewhere that maybe isn't so out in the open. So we're going to follow him for a bit. Scavs are funny. Believe me, if this was a normal PMC... Oh, fuck it. So this is how you loot. You press F on a body and you drag stuff across. I have to be quick because I'm out in the open. I'm probably going to die here. See, I just took his gun. You see the way it was question mark, like I said? Now you gotta search. If it's something like a tactical rig, you have to search it to see what he has. He's got some ammo. We're going to put it in our rig. We can search his pockets. Remember, we have pockets as well. They're here. He's got another flashbang. We can search his backpack. We can also take his backpack, which we probably will do. Pineapple juice. You know what? Pineapple juice. A key? I actually want to get out now, lads. I'm not even going to lie. So we're just going to take his whole backpack. We're going to get up and we're going to try and... So now we're in the shit. Now everyone's going to be hostile towards us. PMCs, real players. So now we actually have to be sneaky. I just got a key. So I actually... this has gone from tutorial video to actual video. I really need to get out of here. Now I'm turned around. Where the fuck are we? That was, that's freaking, rail yard, right? Yeah, so we need to go this way. Now, there's bridge. There should be a way underneath bridge as well. Why am I running? Because I'm freaking out, my dudes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nah. Just go. Trying to think. Am I doing the right thing here? I feel like I might be going the wrong way. But I have to keep moving because, as you can hear, gunshots. Now, you hear that? My guy is panting. That's because, as you can see, I already showed you the noise bar. You see that green bar underneath it on the bottom left? That's my stamina bar. Oh, shit, they're close. So rats for life. So yeah, when your stamina bar goes down, you get tired, you can't run anymore. Rats for life. Actually, why the frick am I... Well, we only have a shotgun, I think. Yeah, Sega, so... Oh, no. Yeah, 12 gauge. So, we don't have any range. Is this military checkpoint? Nah, it couldn't be. It actually could not be military checkpoint. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, I've completely lost where I am. Anyone speak Russian? I don't go the normal path I usually go. That's a scav. Did he see us? I don't think he saw us. Dropped him. Scavs are like bananas. They come in bunches. I'm reloading. I fucking don't care. I don't know how many bullets were in that magazine, but like my dudes, You gotta understand I'm a little bit wary right now. Now I'm gonna do something that is ill-advisable. I really want to loot that body. Can't open that door, you can only breach. I wish I knew where I was. Fuck it, we're going for it. Where was he? That's not the body I dropped. Where's the body I dropped? I'm gonna get one tapped. This always happens. The greed is too real. We don't have time to be doing this. Time to be doing this. Alright, we're full. Well, we're not really, actually. Oh god, just go. Into the woods and far away. That's where John likes to play. God help us all. I don't know where I am. I'm actually so mad because I've played this map so many times and I go slightly off course and I'm lost. By the way, I have 2 shotguns and that other shotgun is called the Taz and it's known as one of the worst guns in the game. It's a shotgun that has really little range and is that... Oh, is that... I'm at dorms! I somehow got to dorms. I know where I am again. Right, so we have to get to... Passage between rocks. Okay. Cross the road, nobody shoot, nobody shoot, nobody shoot, nobody shoot, nobody shoot. I think that's dorms. I hope I'm not wrong. No, that is definitely dorms. That is 100% dorms. Okay, be careful. Dorms is spicy. If we go around the outskirts, we might be okay. I want nothing to do with that place in there. You dig, Pally? Now, we do have the key for dorms. And I know this is supposed to be a tutorial video. This isn't a tutorial video anymore. This became real. This became real, folks. The loot I have... I got a freaking key. The loot I have is too good for me to try and loot that room in dorms right now. Okay? Oh, but John, you're a scav. You can't lose anything. I can't lose anything I already owned. I can lose all the stuff that's on my body right now. Scavs should be no problem. I just really don't want to come across real players. Because I'm a little baby boy. Okay, so that's train. We're heading this way. Every so often, just crouch. Get your bearings. We're being elusive. Like the goddamn shrew. Shrew strats. It's like rat strats, only more tame. Oh god, what is this? I don't like it. Whatever it is, I don't like it. I'm not buying it. Passage between rocks. Whereabouts is that? Is it this? No. You have to keep moving up this way. It's up against the wall here somewhere. So let's be very sneaky. We need to let our... We found it! Shh. Oh, baby! That's a Tarkov run! Oh, I don't know if you can feel it from your side, but when you're in there, it is heart racing, my dudes. Especially when you're a coward like me. So a PMC run, just to run down again, because it's going a bit long. I won't do a PMC run, but it's longer. No, sorry, to start again. PMC run. It's your own character, so if you died, your own gear in your stash is up for grabs. But also, remember that first NPC that wasn't aggressive? He would have been aggressive, the way that the other NPCs were. Anyway, we did it. 2 kills. And this is the beautiful part. Taking your loot. Thank you. I can put some of this stuff in here. Oh yeah, here's a nice little thing. Until you find an item once, the first time you find an item, it's going to be blacked out and question marked. So you gotta examine it. This is the first time I found this item. It's some sort of magazine for a gun that I probably don't have, but you know, I could either sell it, or I might get that gun in the future. So who knows? Pineapple juice, yum yum yum. I got a key, 303. There's another dorm key, beautiful. And we got more ammo. More ammo. This is where the Tetris comes in, lads. In-game Tetris, trying to fit everything in. Oh, I have to try and get the duffel bag in. Alright, well then, do you know what? You go back in here. But my gear is actually full, my dudes. That means I've got a few options. I can either A, do raids with my PMC with the gear that I have. I suppose I could put weapon attachments onto weapons as well. That might be smart. B, I can sell my stuff I don't want for money to buy better stuff later on. Or C, I can upgrade and buy the enhanced edition that gives you more room. One of these days they're going to get me. Anyway, what do I still have? Oh god, body armor. Okay, I'll have to figure this out. This is going to take a lot of Tetrising. I hope you enjoyed this peek into Tarkov. I hope I explained it well, and I hope that, you know, I hope you had fun. I can't believe it started off as a tutorial and it ended up as a real video of me being sweaty and trying to get out of there alive. And I can't believe I got out of there alive. I'm very happy about that. This has been Too Old for Gaming. Making a video here for the Republic of Players. If you liked what you saw, you can follow me on Facebook or get me on YouTube. I'm Too Old for Gaming. Just look for my little face and you'll be. I'm also on Twitch, also Too Old for Gaming. And I stream Mondays, I do Tuesday night Tarkov now. So there you go. But I also do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 o'clock GMT. So hope to see you there. Bye bye. And I hope you can now escape from Tarkov. See ya.